Hello, this is Chris with DeLong Rigging Solutions. The tension block is also called an idler pulley. It's at the bottom of a counterweight line set, and its job is to keep even tension on the operating line. I have a line set here where the idler block is on the floor and the rope is fairly loose. Let's fix that. My first step is to look to see at the top of the arbor to make sure that the operating line is secured correctly and securely. It looks great. Next step is to go ahead and unlock the line set. Bring the batten in a little bit so I can get to the bottom of the arbor. Verifying that it's arbor heavy. Before I untie this, I want to make sure that it's arbor heavy. Can I pull down on it? Not very easily. Push up? Not very easy. It's not going anywhere. I can unclip the old wire ties and set them aside and begin to untie the half hitches at the bottom of the arbor. As I untie, before I untie the last half hitch, again, you verify that it's arbor heavy. You don't want this to get away from you. I push up, it's not going anywhere. I untie the last half hitch, still holding on to the tail. I position the idler by kicking and pulling. There. We have it at a position where we like, knowing that after I tie the half hitch, it will drop in just a little bit. All right, I'm ready to tie my first half hitch by pinching the ropes. You may have to transfer your hands. You pull and cinch that first half hitch nice and snug against the thimble. Before I continue, I look down and verify that the idler is where I'd like it to be. Then, the same direction, tie a second half hitch, pushing it up, making it nice and snug, followed by a third. Once that's secure, I verify that I'm happy with that. It looks great. I now have too much rope here. I'm looking for about a 6-inch tail below the knots. So we're gonna cut that. We start by using electrical tape and taping the tail about where I want to cut, and I use basically 2 inches on either side of the cut based on the diameter of the rope. So basically, if it's a 1-inch rope, I'm going for 4 inches of tape prior to cutting. I could use a knife here. However, with all the ropes nearby, I'd run the risk of cutting other ropes. Then I'd be in a world of trouble. I'm going to use what we use is cable cutters that we use for 1/4-inch cable. Get in here. Make sure I have everything good and cut away. After it's cut, I then take wire ties, zip ties, and put the first zip tie close to the knot and cinch it down tightly, followed by 2 more to keep the tail in place. After the 3 zip ties are in place, I'll use a pair of diagonal cutters to cut off the tail of the zip ties. Once I'm done cutting the zip ties, I verify that everything is good. I open up the lock, give a yell, tell everybody on stage, heads on stage, line set 7 going out. Pull the arbor down. Locking it, taking a look, the tail does not hit the idler. We're good. Please remember that DeLong Rigging Solutions one-shot training videos are meant as general information. Every system is different, every venue has different procedures, and even the same show in different places have different needs. All statements made make certain assumptions about systems and venue similarities. Nothing can replace on-site training with a qualified individual. If ever you have a question or concern about rigging, do not hesitate to reach out to us or another qualified vendor in your area.